On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Come on, set! Check smash, check smash!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
A loss of 2 brings up
Stroud sets up the play action. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Stroud on 3rd down now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Let's go! Dragon 60! 79 Broncos! Ready?
Here's Stroud. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now.
Go, Reed. Go.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but
Let's go now.
the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Flush to his right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 34. The drive starts with a run by White. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Vita Vea stopped that play in its tracks. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Otten on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Buccaneers.
First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
King! Hey, alert 33!
A gain of 9.
They go play action. Mayfield.
At the 38-yard line.
And his throw is incomplete. Looking for Cade Otten that time. And it's 3rd and short. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Mayfield on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield now. That is caught inside the 5. And the Buccaneers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0. 14. Texans nothing. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Stroud off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this one's incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Bucs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He'll get that out to the flat to White. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mayfield off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. The eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Kings! Hey, alert 33.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got White here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Play action. Stroud now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Run. Big time.
Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Third down and 13.
Real.
Mayfield to throw it. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up fourth down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the play. He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. Stroud will look to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go now.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. Stroud now on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw taken in by Evans here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the 43-yard line.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Evans, the man in motion left.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Mayfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage. He took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Run.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a dump off to White. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, you know, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Real.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Mayfield's throw on target to Godwin here. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Stroud sets up the play action. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's got... 45-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of...
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
At the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Take it to the house.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Here we go, set! 70 Lions!
Play fake, Mills. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On to punt now, Anger as he boots this one away. Fielded at about the 28. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Mills. That's complete. It's Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing, Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Mills, 4th down, got to have it. Looking for Pryor long. And that's going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get there.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mills. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mills. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 8-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Mills. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And they will take a knee here. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clear.